Hi, this is Lisa from LK311 and welcome to my channel. Ready for today's video? Today's video, I'm going to share with you a quick card. So I'm going to use these bubbles combo set to share with you how to create this card by using reinkers. You can see I have three reinkers in front of me. That's right, I am going to only use these three colors to create a beautiful card like this. Something very simple and easy. And then 2021's fall new release, those 8 brand new combo set, they are the detail stamp. Detail stamp is different with the shadow stamp, have to color in. Some of you guys like to do the coloring, doodling. Some of you probably don't like to spend too much time to do the coloring. But today's video is going to share with you something very simple, fast, easy, but looks so artistic when you finish your project. Would you like to learn how to do that? So before we start today's video, I already used these bubble set to create a card like this. I will put the link below if you like to check it out. I think this card was using the markers to share with you how to coloring. That's the other option. So I'm sure you have a lot of reinker. You can use watercolor, all kind of media you have. And in today's video, of course, some awesome stamping tools, tips I would like to share with you. That's a starter. Okay, before we start today's video, today is November 4th. Don't forget our pre-order promotion is going to end November 7th. This is Sunday. If you haven't got a chance to place your order, make sure you check it out. And don't forget to use this 5% extra coupon code. It's LK YouTube 2021. You will get a 5% extra discount code. Thank you for being our YouTube viewers. So the great news is our shipment should arrive around mid-November. I will have your order out as soon as when I receive all the die cut. It should be out before November 20th for sure. So it will make to your before the Christmas. And we are not going to have any promotion until the Christmas time. So just check it out. And if you have any question, make sure you send me an email or leave me a comment. Let me know. So that's the start today's video. I have this silicone mat I bought from the scrapbooking show a while ago. Didn't really use it, but I think today's video is awesome. And I found out the reinker is a little bit different with watercolor. They kind of stick on your fingers for a while. So the first card when I made this card was to put my color, my paper directly on the mat, and then after I finished, I kind of it took a while to clean this mat. If it's stained a little bit, you can just wash it with bleach. The color will come off. But I like I said, the tool meant to be used. So instead of I put my card directly on top of this rubber silicone mat, I put a 2-piece towel. So that way, when I working on those reinkers, the color will stick on the towel. I don't have to keep clean that mat. Well, you know, I'm the lazy one though. And then in my previous video, I was mentioning I like to stamp a lot of image. Just every time when I use it, this is the VersaFine. VersaFine is great for the watercolor, but it takes a little bit time to dry. So what I like to do is I always stamp a few and then just leave it. Anytime I want to use it, they are always ready for coloring. You never know, right? So I have 3 reinker here, and then if you want to try this project, try to keep it simple. 3 color is great. Don't try to use too many color because I'm going to share with you how I coloring, and then you are going to get an idea why I don't suggest you use too many colors. So you have the package here. You can kind of follow the package, the color, or you can just like a screenshot of this card. Okay, so we're going to use the spray bottles. Any spray bottle will work just fine. And then we're going to just spray some water. And then when you spray the water, try to focus the spray on the fish only. Try to don't spray all the paper. And then we're going to use our reinker. We are going to just kind of drop 1, 2. That's it. Okay, and then we're going to just use our heat gun kind of just push it around. So you can see the color is already start to running, right? That's okay because we have the die cut. We're going to die cut it. And then for this project, I will prefer to color first before we die cut it, because the reason is if you cut it, the paper, because it's a watercolor, right? Once when it's wet, the paper start wrinkling, so it's kind of hard to get a beautiful, like a good result. So that's why this project, if you like to tape it, you can do that too, but I'm going to just work like this. So now I am going to just heat up, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. Okay, so here is something else. I just heat out a little bit, but I found out it's too much water. It's going to take a while to heat up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use the paper towel, kind of dab it, pick up some extra water, and then I'm going to continue to heat out again. Okay, so you can see there's still a little bit reflection. It doesn't have to be completely dry. And then I forgot to mention that the reinker that I use is a Marvy reinker. Marvy, those kind of like a little square impact. I love those impact, but they has been discontinued. I get rid of my impact, but I still have a lot of those reinkers, and they are still very pretty color. So I did that. The first one is a brilliant yellow. I kind of want to add a little bit red. Why not, right? So if you you know what, because this is a kind of like a watercoloring without using the watercolor brushes, you cannot really like a color inside your fish, right? So we basically just like spray the water, let it run by itself. So this time I'm going to spray a little bit less water, kind of on top of the fish, just a little bit, and then we are going to use the red. If you worry, you probably, if you like accidentally drop too much ink, this is what you can do is you can just put your ink is on your palette, and then kind of just use your brush, kind of just dab a little bit, so the color itself actually will run by itself. See how pretty it is. And then we're going to heat out with a heat gun again, or we can just add a little bit on his mouth, give a little bit lipsticks. So just do a little bit, just gently tap. Okay, and then if you find out, oh, it's too much color, I don't want that much, you can just kind of use the napkin, kind of remove a little bit extra color. I think that's really pretty. In my first card, I didn't add that red, but I think red worked just fine. Okay, and now I'm going to heat. I'm going to make sure completely dry. I'm going to working on our water plant. Okay, so now you can see it's completely dry, right? Now we're going to working on our seaweed. So for the seaweed, you can just try to avoid your fish, okay? And then just spray a little bit water, and then we are going to, you can just put it directly on top, okay? Or you can do the same thing, kind of just dripping a little bit, drop or one or two drip, and then you can even use the, make sure you clean your brush. Oh, brush need to clean. Okay, kind of let it run a little bit. Okay, you don't really have to paint. You actually just using the water to helping those color move around on the surface. Okay, so I'm going to just in case. So it's different, you know, if you use watercolor directly color on the fish, they probably look like that. But I kind of just want to let the water take over these coloring. So I kind of just do like this. And then I think that's a pretty good again. And I am going to just dry it. I will be right back. Okay, so now I have my seaweed done, and then if you like to do, if you like to add a little bit darker color for your seaweed, what we can do is we can just add the green and with a little bit blue, so they actually can create a darker green, or we can add a little bit green and just a little bit, And then see, this is a darker green, just to give it a little bit touch out. I don't really want to spend too much time to do coloring because this video is about just let the water take over. Okay, so I don't really want to spend too much time to do the coloring. Okay, just want to make sure this one is not jump too high, jump too much. Okay, and then you know what, don't worry about it. After the die cut, it's going to look amazing. Now we're going to do the bubbles. Bubble, 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 bubble. So the bubble, I'm not going to spray with the water because the bubble, this little circle, I don't want the color is out of control. So what I do is I just use my brush, kind of just paint those circle, and then I just use the tip of my paintbrush, okay, and then kind of just dab a little bit color, let the water take over. So if they don't really move, you can just using your water brush, like a watercolor brush, kind of just blending that yellow, that blue, the bubble a little bit. Just give a little bit blue color. That's how I coloring. And then we're going to dry it, and I have the one more stuff to show you. Okay, so now I completely dry this watercolor paint, right? The watercolor without using watercolor. And then you can see my sample card that on the fish, there is some kind of gold color, right? So I have this Crest metallic paint, and then you know, like those angelfish, the nature is just amazing. Those all the tropical fish, the color, that's the color that is hard to create by like any kind of media. So I found out we can add some. So this is a metallic color. We're going to do our best. Okay, so I'm going to just use my paint. That one I was using the gold color. This time I'm going to use some kind of platinum. So let's see what it look like. That's okay. So I'm going to just use my paintbrush. Just give a little bit color. You don't need a lot, okay? Just a little bit, very, very thin layer. Just act a little bit touch out. And then my brush actually still have a little bit red paint color. Didn't really clean nicely. So my platinum is kind of become red color, but that's okay. So you can see that reflection of the fish. Isn't that pretty? So we're going to make sure it's completely dry, and then we are going to die cut it. Okay, because this stamp is a really, really detailed stamp, so I want to make sure that I want to make sure that my die cut is placed exactly the spot I want to be. Usually, when I do the coloring, I like to die cut first before we do the coloring. So that way, if the die cut didn't cutting well, move a little bit, I don't waste my time to do the coloring. But this one, because we are working with the watercolor, so you got to make sure you have this guiding window. And once when you create this guiding window, you can use this again. So make sure you you use the guiding window and then die cut it. And then this die cut also have an embossing feature too. Okay, so that's what it look like, and then it's easier if you take a look from the back. So those little pieces, we're going to just push them out, and then these little fish, the fin actually popping out. Isn't that pretty? So if you want to add a little bit shading, you can do that too. But I think that's good enough already. And every time if you have those little pieces stuck on your die cut, make sure you clean it because they keep deposit. And later on, you won't be able to die cut the some part like a detail area. Okay, so let me clean my table. Just put everything on the floor. Especially if you're at your friend's house, that's the best way to do it. Dump everything on the floor. Good. Okay, so this is my fish, and I also did the other one with a little bit more color. Before you die cut it, they probably look very out of control, but after you die cut it, you know what, it looks just awesome. They all looks different, have different kind of character. Or you know what, it really depends on what you like. If you like something like a more like a not so, how to describe that, more like artistic, like a well, you know what I mean. Okay, so now we are going to working on the background. So the background, I have my watercolor cardstock here, and then like I say, this project I want something fast and easy. I really don't want to spend too much time to working on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my spray bottles, and then I'm going to just kind of spray in the middle, not the whole sheet, okay, just in the middle. And then I'm going to use my paintbrush, kind of just pick up the blue. Oop, it's become green. Nope, I want blue. So I'm going to just clean here. I want the blue. Okay. So I'm going to just give a little bit blue here. Not too much, just one drop. So have a lot of those reinkers. I'm sure you have a lot too. Every time when we buy the ink pad, they always say, oh, you had better get a reinker just in case if they discontinue, you won't lose the this ink pad. Yeah, we never run out. Well, but that's not true. Actually, my Memento ink is all dry. I actually need a reinker, and I don't have. Okay, so we're going to just kind of tapping. See? Just gently, you tap, like you just gently tapping, lighter tapping, the dots is small. Harder tapping is more like a big splash. Okay, so just gently tap, tap, tap. That's going to be my background. So if you find out here is too watery, just be careful. Just, you can dab a little bit. I think that's good enough. If you want to have a more, I will kind of dry a little bit before I tap again. So let's do that. Okay, I kind of just dry like a 50% dry. I didn't completely dry because I still want the color run a little bit. So let's do a little bit more. Okay, I think that's pretty nice, and then I am going to dry it completely. Okay, so next, you can see I kind of remove my paper towel, just dry it. We can dry this paper towel, we can reuse again. You don't have to change it every single time. And then this part, we kind of just clean it. These I don't really bring them through the sink, wash them. I usually just clean like this. Okay, so I just need another. They can, if you are using the watercolor, you can easily clean this matte. But if you use an alcohol ink, be careful. That maybe the color will stain, and then you are going to have a problem to clean it. Okay, so that's my basic card. Looks really pretty, and then this is my fish, and then we are going to do our final touch. You can see my sample card. I kind of use a circle punch to punch a few circle. I just punch like a double side tape, and then I put a glitter on top. It doesn't really show well, and then I don't really want to use a blue color to take over my fish because I want to really focus on my fish. So this card I'm going to avoid it. I'm not going to use it. Okay. And then I want to stamping some sentiment on top. And then in the beginning, I say, maybe I should use this light blue or dark blue. I didn't really, pay attention to this color for the sentiment, and I don't really like that blue. So we are going to addition or sentiment stamp again. So let's grab our sentiment stamp. Where is the sentiment stamp? Where is the sentiment? Okay, so I have this sentiment stamp. This is a Technique Tuesday. They have this cute fish set. There is some bubbles here. If you want to use it to add a little bit bubble, you can do that. Let's see which one. Swimming by to say hi. Just keep swimming. Let's see which one. I am glad we swim in the same school. What does that mean? Best fishes to you. Here's some fantastic news. Thank you so much. Catch you later. Which one? Make a splash. You are officially awesome. How's this? Okay, let's see how about you are officially awesome. Let's see this one. And then we are going to do an addition to see. First of all, I am not sure what color I want to use. So I was thinking to go with the color that my foundation card. So, and then I wasn't sure. And then it ended up to be okay, so we kind of just stamping on piece of acetate, and then kind of take a look. See, and now you know what I'm trying to tell. I think the color is too light. It doesn't really jump out. And then I use this blue, but I found this blue doesn't really go with this card. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to try the brown this time. How's that? So this is a great idea. Addition your sentiment stamp. Just grab a piece of acetate. So the brown one also doesn't really do well. Let's try the black one. Or you can use a piece of acetate, that will do too. Let's try the black one. I think the black one probably. Yeah, I think the black one will do better. And then you can decide where you want to put. I think you can even put like this corner too, right? It doesn't have to be in the middle like this corner, and then you can stamping all the sentiment over there. Or where is that? Let's see. Or we can use this thank you one. Maybe it's a good idea like this. Or maybe we don't need the backing. Oh, I think this is thank you one. Kind of go with this. What do you think? Okay, so it's just a sentiment, but I think I'm going to stick with my original design. I'm going to put it in the middle. So before we do that, let's stamp or sentiment first. Now, actually, that's put our fish first. So I'm going to just use the foam tape to glue the fish. If you when you die cut it, if your die move a little bit, you can also use the magic mushroom. Try to darken your die cut. Make a focus in the middle. Well, actually, I have something else to share with you. So, I put the foam tape in the back of my die cuts already, right? And then here is a little pre-cut. Just make sure you pop that one out. Is the fin of that little fish. And then I want to do something like this. You can see here, this first card I create. I have this beautiful twine that I bought from the sewing show, and then I just thinking we just add a little bit because this card is not a really complicated card. So I think if I add a few of these twine, is going to look awesome. So I'm going to just trimming a little bit. Okay, in any place you like. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to just use the regular regular tape, and then kind of just running any way you like this. voila, just add a little bit touch up, and then let's see which direction is better. Think that way or this way. I think I like this one better. So I'm going to just glue my fish in the middle. Okay, and then I'm going to just glue it, and then we are going to stamping that sentiment. So don't be cheap on your tape. Make sure you give a nice coverage, because this watercolor cardstock is thick, so they are heavy. You don't want to send your card to your friend and then your front card is falling off, right? Okay, and then I like the black better, so I'm going to, we already did our audition, right? So I am going to just do here. Ta-da! I think that's really nice. Okay, and then if you want to, you can use those kind of three-dimensional glue to add something. Does anybody know what does this one called? I bought this one when I just start stamping. I remember I got it from the Piola show, the heirloom, and then I never see this kind of stuff anymore. Does anybody know what does this one call? Oh, and then today I received an email. The heirloom has a new owner now. Yeah, so we will see. I don't think so we will do any heirloom show in the future, because I'm semi-retired now. Don't really traveling for the show anymore. But we will be in the Orlando, hopefully in February for the Clearwater, because I really missing Mickey Mouse. So we probably will do the Orlando show. And some or local show like a Piola show. I think I need one more here. Piola show is Washington, is very close to us, maybe just 1.5 hour drive. But at this moment, don't know what's this border. It's a mess. Don't know what they're planning to when they open the border, because now they still want us to do those kind of PCR exam. It's just too much trouble for us to cross the border. So if anybody know what does this one called, leave me a comment, let me know, because I like to get more if I can. And then I think it's just a beautiful touch out. You can actually add some on the bubble too. Okay, so that's what's the project look like. And then if you haven't got a chance to take a look at this video, and then take a look at those gorgeous 3D eyeball, we can add it on. Actually, I'm going to add it on, and I think they just looks awesome. If you haven't got a chance to watch that 3D eyeball video, make sure you check it out, because I think that's one of my awesome video. One of the video that I create, I think is very useful, and they don't really see those kind of technique. So that's today's video. I hope you like it. And then last reminder or pre-order promotion is going to end this Sunday. If you haven't got a chance to place your order, take the time. If you are low on your budget, no problem. Learning the technique from Local Kings YouTube channel and try on the stamping you already have. So love to hear from you guys, and if you do find that this video is helpful, you learn something from this video, always leave me a thumb up, because that's the way I know you guys are watching. Sometimes some of the video like that puffy cheek, the cheekmount stamp. The stamp itself, the combo set is our #1 sell, but I created a video. That video was very, very low viewing. So what's going on? Are you guys watching? So if you guys like Local Kings YouTube video, if you like my video, please help me to share this awesome channel with your friend just by click the share button, share on your Pinterest, share on your Facebook. You can see this video. I don't have a commercial because I'm not trying to become those kind of YouTuber, have like thousands and thousands of viewers. But I do hoping the people who like stamping, creating, card making, they find my channel, because I have a lot of wonderful idea to share with you guys. So if you do like this video, give me a thumb up, leave me a comment, let me know. And if you can help me, click that share button, share this awesome channel with your friend. That will be very, very helpful. Sometimes it's kind of discouraged when I see, oh, what's going on? Why this video and nobody view? And then, you know, some people, they play some kind of like a down, explode something, some stupid things, and they have a lot of a viewer. I am not looking for those kind of viewers, but I really hoping if you guys are watching, if you think this video is useful, give me a thumb up, share this video, let me know, because that will keep me to continue work more harder, come up with more idea and share with you guys. So that's it. That's everything for today. Thank you so much for watching. This is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamp. See you next time. Bye.